Alright, I'm sorry in advance this video took so long to upload. I've been really backed up here with lots of, behind the scenes stuff and secret projects I can't talk about yet, but teaser I think already has come out or is coming out soon. And I guess this is an opportunity to do a channel update slash help video slash I'm not sure, just a casual type of video to get stuff out there. There are lots of positives and negatives, so it's a very mixed video and we will do a sandwich style. We will have normal news and things to talk about, things that are not so fun to talk about, and things that are awesome to talk about. Like this little sandwich there. The easy stuff to talk about. VPN speed testing. When I was speed testing VPN services last month, I was getting very good data for all of my tests, except the P2P testing and the Ubuntu ISO download from their website, which is a download hosted by them. The problem with their download is that it is super inconsistent even without a VPN, so it is safe to assume they don't have the most consistent speeds on their download servers. Not much to do about that, so I updated the review protocol to remove this test since it isn't accurately testing the speed of VPN services. Let me know if I'm missing something there, but I'm pretty certain that's an issue on Canonical's end. That brings us to problem number 1. I need a good service or file for me to download from a server, similar to the Ubuntu download I used to do from the website. I'm looking for something at least 1 GB with extremely stable speeds and a low load, like a dog. I doubt there's one magical solution, so leave some recommendations in the comments and I'll try them out to find the best ones. I was thinking of maybe hosting a file on Google Drive and downloading from there. Let me know your thoughts. Problem 2, and this is the bigger problem, is P2P testing. Problem 2 is problematic. This I can't figure out for my life, and it's bugging the hell out of me. Back in the day, in my hometown, it's where I used to live, I would download a torrent without a VPN with no problems, and after enabling the VPN, the speeds would naturally decrease a little bit, but it was very consistent, fast, and testable. I recently went to college, gotta get those smarts for money, and I couldn't do P2P tests on school Wi-Fi because they blocked P2P, meaning I couldn't do a control test, only a test with the VPN enabled, which bypassed the restrictions. So I went to a friend's house who had his internet, and I tested everything, and everything was good to go. P2P tests were successful. Take that, school, trying to kill my creativity. Fast forward to recent and current summer break, back in my hometown. I was speed testing Nord, Proton, and Molvad in my underwear, all simultaneously, and they all gave me the same problems. The P2P speeds with any of the 3 VPNs enabled was capped somewhere around 1.2 megabits per second, almost like they were being throttled. I messed around with settings in each one and nothing helped except moving over to TCP improved the speeds to around 2 megabits per second. Without a VPN, speeds were upwards of 8 megabits per second and it was fluctuating a bit as it should. The VPN speeds were stuck at 1.1 and 1.2 as if something was limiting the download speeds. I obviously tried dozens of different servers to make sure it wasn't a server issue. I tried all of my different devices running Windows, Mac OS, Android, and Linux, and they all had the same problem. It wasn't an issue with the VPN provider because all 3 of the services had the same issue, and yes, I tried using specifically P2P servers as well. So my thoughts instantly moved over to my ISP throttling VPN traffic. The problem with this theory is my download and upload testing on sites like Ookla didn't spark any reason for me to think speeds were being throttled, and there's no way, as far as I know, for ISPs to distinguish types of traffic inside of an encrypted VPN tunnel. So if there was no throttling, what's going on? Well, I couldn't tell you, I'm not so sure myself. Problem 3, now this is where I am going into the more tough stuff to talk about. I've been considering cutting out speed testing altogether, since speeds depend so much on a user's location, and just because I get good speeds in my location doesn't mean you're going to get the same speeds halfway around the world. To address this problem, I'm either going to cut speed testing altogether, or I'm going to try to get a small group of people around the world to speed test in different locations, so we can all average out our results. I actually put this in my review protocol. This would be a ton of work, so I'm going to ask you guys for help there as well, and to hear your thoughts on the idea and kind of pick what side to take. This is going to mean VPN reviews will take even longer to put together than they already do, which makes me question why I do them. I'll talk about that soon. So to summarize so far, here are some things I need from you. 1. I need a replacement for the Ubuntu ISO download directly from their website. 2. Let's figure out this P2P nonsense because it is such a weird problem, and I don't know. 3, what are your thoughts on speed testing and possibly cutting it or getting a group together to test it? That's it. Alright, now let's get into the tough stuff to talk about. It's been pretty low-key news, but I'm going to break it to you because it's important that you're in the loop on this. There has been a huge VPN exposure going on lately with services like IPVanish, which I've had the video done for a while now, but people have been complaining about VPN content lately, so it's coming soon. CyberGhost was accused of not having Romanian jurisdiction because employees were outsourced. That's 2. But recently there have been other exposures, ProtonVPN and NordVPN, and with at least some evidence this time that we can look at, not other bad evidence. So a commenter linked me to this forum post by a rep from PIA, which is already kind of interesting, who made some pretty big accusations that ProtonVPN and NordVPN are the same company, and that they are controlled by a company called Tesonet, which is a data mining company. So yes, we actually finally have possible evidence of something that could bring some questions about these companies. Now, I'm going to try to stay as accurate as possible on my channel to avoid spreading false information, so before pushing out anything official, I'm going to research this and fully break it down to make sure everything is 100% certain. Here's the surface level stuff. The post says ProtonVPN is located in the same office as Tesonet, which is really fishy. Proton responded saying they happen to rent out the same office, which sounds like BS, but if you search up the address online, it does show dozens of different companies working under the same address, so I guess it's possible. And this, with an APK signing, was enough evidence for the poster to conclude it's a data mining operation between the two companies. This also caused the poster to throw Proton Mail into the mix, even though it's not run by the same team as ProtonVPN. But it's still a possibility. This is a possible concern. He then throws in Nord, saying it is operated by Tesonet, but the sources he attached show no mention of Tesonet or Proton anywhere, only Telecom, which is the company we know to own Nord. So from these sources, I don't see enough evidence to throw Nord into there, but regardless, we need to get to the bottom of this to figure out whether or not it's trustworthy. So for now, things still seem safe, but both services are on a warning watch, and first ever Techlore investigation, I guess. That's a new thing. I wanted to let you guys know about this because it's important. Genuine accusations with evidence are things that we should look at, and I'm going to be researching this, and if I find enough evidence to conclude that any of it is legit, I'll be sure to push out an update ASAP to make sure you guys are all aware. Obviously, all the links to all that stuff is down in the description, so you can check it out yourself as well. This whole fiasco has made me question the whole review side of my channel even more, and given me the thought to just sticking to information-based videos. This is by no means set in stone, and I still love doing VPN reviews, but I guess it's just a thought I've been having that I wanted to share with you guys, just to keep things public because you're the community, and you should have some influence on the direction the channel goes. It's just a thought, so of course I still have reviews lined up, but I guess the fourth thing I need your help with is, what do you think about the reviews? Leave your thoughts. I hope we can find a solution for all of the 4 questions I asked. Sorry if this was kind of a messy video. On the positive side of things, I have a good lineup for all of you the rest of the month. It's very philosophical, not really, but a little bit. It's different. I completely missed it, but shout out to the Discord community for pointing it out. But we hit 40,000 subscribers. That is awesome! We're almost halfway to that plaque. Pretty exciting stuff. This reminded me to reopen my merch store, which I did at 10k subs, so go ahead and check out the merch for some Lee Merch's swag. Looks kinda like this, but with an updated logo. I'm also gonna be adding some privacy and security awareness type of merch that is less Techlore-y for you to show off how much you care about awareness, so like privacy and security stuff, coming soon to a lemur near you. And that is it. Don't forget to follow the channel on Minds, Discord, Instagram, and I'm sure you're already subbed, but if you haven't, go ahead and click that button. Thank you for watching and being a part of Techlore, and have a lemuricious day.